Today, 9 social skills that older men use to make women addicted to them. Let's go. Unwavering calmness. Imagine yourself in a situation that typically stresses you out. Now imagine handling that same situation with a calm and composed demeanor. This is the essence of unwavering calmness, a concept deeply rooted in Stoic philosophy. The Stoics believed in maintaining a tranquil mind regardless of external circumstances, a practice that is as relevant today as it was in ancient times. Unwavering calmness doesn't mean being emotionless or indifferent. It means recognizing what is within your control and what isn't. In our daily lives, we encounter situations that can provoke anxiety, anger, or frustration. However, by adopting a Stoic perspective, we can learn to detach from the chaos of our external environment and focus on our internal response. This doesn't happen overnight, but through consistent practice and mindfulness. Start small. Begin by observing your reactions to minor annoyances, like a slow internet connection or a long queue. Instead of immediately reacting with irritation, take a deep breath and remind yourself that these external events don't control your inner state. By doing this, you're not only cultivating calmness, but also building resilience against bigger challenges. Now, let's tie this back to the bigger picture of social skills, particularly in relationships and interactions. Imagine how this unwavering calmness can transform your interactions. When others are swept up in the heat of the moment, your ability to remain composed can be a beacon of stability and assurance. This doesn't mean you're suppressing your emotions. Rather, you're choosing which emotions to engage with and how to express them constructively. This practice of calmness and composure is especially attractive and influential in social settings. People are naturally drawn to those who exude a serene confidence. It creates a safe space for others, fostering deeper and more meaningful connections. Your calm demeanor can help de-escalate tense situations, making you a valued presence in any group. Moreover, this calmness has a ripple effect on your personal well-being. It allows you to approach life's challenges with a clearer head, leading to better decision-making and overall happiness. It's about finding peace within the storm, knowing that most external events are transient and that your inner tranquility is your true anchor. I encourage you to embrace this journey towards unwavering calmness. It's a path that leads not only to improved social interactions, but also to a more fulfilling and serene life. Remember, it's a process, and every step forward is a victory. So next time you find yourself in a challenging situation, take a moment to pause, breathe, and remind yourself of your ability to choose calmness. Let this be your strength and your guide as you navigate the complexities of life with grace and poise. Humble confidence. Understanding and embodying humble confidence, particularly in the context of Stoic philosophy, can significantly enhance your social interactions and overall life satisfaction. Stoicism teaches the value of knowing oneself, accepting one's flaws, and working consistently towards personal improvement without boasting or seeking external validation. This approach fosters a deep-seated confidence that doesn't need to shout for attention. It's a quiet assurance that speaks volumes through actions rather than words. Start by observing your thoughts and reactions in different situations. Are you quick to defend your ego, or can you remain composed and open-minded when challenged? Stoicism encourages us to question our immediate responses and consider a more reasoned, balanced approach. This self-awareness is the first step toward humble confidence. It allows you to understand your strengths and weaknesses, accepting them without judgment. This doesn't mean you shouldn't strive to improve, but rather that you recognize your current state as a starting point, not a final judgment. In practice, this could mean acknowledging when someone has a better idea than yours or admitting when you are wrong. It's about contributing to discussions not to win or show off, but to reach a better understanding or solution. This kind of humility is attractive. It draws people towards you because it is genuine and rare. It shows that you value others and respect their perspectives, which in turn makes them more likely to respect and listen to you. Moreover, humble confidence allows you to be comfortable with uncertainty and imperfection, both in yourself and in life. The Stoic principle of focusing only on what is within your control helps to eliminate unnecessary worries and fears. You can't control other people's thoughts or the outcomes of every situation, but you can control your reactions and your mindset. This acceptance leads to inner peace and a calm demeanor that is incredibly appealing in social settings. People are drawn to those who are secure and content in themselves without being brash or overbearing. Implementing this in your daily life could look like taking a moment to pause before reacting to stress or criticism, choosing instead to respond thoughtfully and without ego. It could mean setting personal boundaries and respecting others, which demonstrates self-respect and respect for others. It's about making choices based on your values and integrity, rather than to impress or compete with others. Embracing humble confidence can significantly improve your relationships and your well-being. It leads to more meaningful connections, as people feel seen and heard around you. It can reduce stress and anxiety, as you're no longer caught up in proving yourself to others or fretting over things outside your control. This approach to life encourages a more fulfilling, peaceful existence grounded in real self-esteem and respect for others. It's about being the best version of yourself, not for accolades or acclaim, but because it leads to a happier, more balanced life. Remember, adopting humble confidence is a journey, not a destination. Be patient and compassionate with yourself as you practice these principles. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small, and know that by striving to live with humble confidence, you're already on the path to a richer, more satisfying life. Reflective listening. Reflective listening, rooted in Stoic philosophy, is more than just hearing words. It's about genuinely understanding and absorbing the essence of what another person is expressing. Imagine you're in a conversation where you're not just waiting for your turn to speak, but are deeply engaged with what the other person is saying. This approach is not just about the mechanics of communication. It embodies the Stoic practice of mindfulness and empathy, creating a bridge of genuine understanding between you and the speaker. In Stoic terms, reflective listening is akin to observing the world with tranquility and clarity. It involves silencing your inner chatter to make room for the words and feelings of others. When you listen reflectively, you're not just processing words, you're also tuning into emotions, body language, and the unsaid. This doesn't mean you have to agree with everything being said, but it does require you to give space and respect to the speaker's perspective. It's about being present, fully and genuinely, with the person you are communicating with. Now, how can you apply reflective listening in your daily interactions, and how can it transform your relationships and overall life quality? Start by maintaining eye contact and nodding your head to show you are engaged. When you respond, paraphrase what you've heard to show that you understand, and ask clarifying questions without leading the conversation back to yourself. This practice helps build trust and shows that you value the speaker's perspective. By putting aside the need to respond immediately or fix things, you open yourself up to new insights and deepen your connections with others. Reflective listening also allows you to slow down and be more thoughtful in your responses. This can be incredibly beneficial in all types of relationships, from professional to personal. By truly listening, you're likely to respond more effectively, creating a more meaningful and satisfying interaction for both parties. Furthermore, this approach can lead to greater peace within yourself, because it aligns with the Stoic principle of focusing on what you can control. You cannot control what others say or do, but you can control how attentively and empathetically you listen. This approach is transformative. Imagine the change in your relationships when others feel deeply heard and understood by you. It's a gift you give not just to them, but also to yourself, as it fosters a deeper connection and understanding with the people in your life. And as you practice, you'll find this reflective listening becomes a pathway to inner tranquility and wisdom, key tenets of Stoic thought. In a world full of distractions and noise, being someone who offers genuine attention and empathy is rare and valued. By adopting reflective listening, inspired by Stoic philosophy, you not only improve your communication skills, but also become a harbor of calmness and understanding in the tumultuous sea of life. It's a practice that benefits everyone involved and enriches your life in unexpected ways. So next time you engage in a conversation, remember to listen not just with your ears, but with your heart and mind as well. Purposeful silence. Imagine walking into a room where discussions fly back and forth like leaves in the wind. Now imagine yourself as the calm center of that room, engaging in what Stoic philosophy calls purposeful silence. This isn't about silence for the sake of quiet alone. It's about using silence as a tool, a form of communication that speaks volumes without uttering a word. This concept is deeply rooted in Stoic teachings, which emphasize the power of self-control and the importance of listening. When you choose to embrace silence purposefully, you're actually harnessing a form of wisdom that's become all too rare in our bustling world. It's about knowing when to speak and when to let the space between words breathe. In doing so, you not only give yourself time to think and reflect, but also provide others the room to express themselves. This act alone can transform conversations, turning them from superficial exchanges to meaningful dialogues. But how can you implement this in your day-to-day life? It starts with self-awareness. Before you jump into any conversation, take a moment to assess the situation. Ask yourself, is what I'm about to say necessary? Is it kind? Is it true? If your words don't pass this simple test, consider holding back. This pause, this moment of reflection, is the cornerstone of purposeful silence. Now, let's talk about the ripple effects of this practice. In relationships, whether they're professional or personal, your thoughtful silence can build trust and respect. People start to notice that when you speak, you bring value, and when you listen, you do so with full attention. This creates a deeper connection, making others feel heard and valued, a rare commodity in today's fast-paced world. Furthermore, purposeful silence can lead to personal growth. By listening more, you learn more about people, about ideas, and about perspectives different from your own. This can broaden your understanding and deepen your empathy, qualities that are invaluable in any walk of life. But perhaps the most compelling argument for embracing purposeful silence comes from within. Stoicism teaches us that tranquility comes from controlling what we can and letting go of what we can't. By choosing when to speak and when to remain silent, you're exercising this control, leading to inner peace and clarity. So, my friend, I invite you to consider the power of purposeful silence in your life. It's a tool that, once mastered, can transform not only your conversations, but also your relationships and, ultimately, your sense of well-being. Remember, in the economy of words, silence can be golden. It's a choice that reflects wisdom, respect, and self-awareness, qualities that can indeed make life richer, deeper, and infinitely more meaningful. Measured speech. In our fast-paced world, where the cacophony of noise and opinion bombards us from every angle, the Stoic philosophy presents a refreshing sanctuary. This ancient philosophy, grounded in wisdom and practicality, teaches the importance of inner calm and rationality. Let's delve into one of its core principles, measured speech. This concept isn't just about speaking less, it's about communicating more effectively, with intention and clarity. Imagine conversations as a form of art where every word you choose paints a part of a larger picture. In the realm of Stoicism, the power of speech is not taken lightly. The Stoics believe that words should be used sparingly, like precious commodities. This doesn't mean you need to be silent, but rather that when you speak, your words should be purposeful and meaningful. Think before you speak. Is what you're about to say true? Is it necessary? Is it kind? This triad can serve as a powerful filter, ensuring that your communication is not only thoughtful but also constructive. Applying measured speech in your daily interactions can lead to profound changes in your life and relationships. When you choose your words carefully, you reduce misunderstandings and build stronger, more sincere connections with others. This thoughtful approach to communication fosters a deeper respect from those around you. People begin to pay more attention when you do speak, valuing the deliberate nature of your contributions. But how can you start incorporating this Stoic practice into your life? First, become an active listener. By truly listening to others, you understand better when and how to contribute effectively to the conversation. This doesn't mean waiting silently for your turn to speak, but genuinely engaging with what others are saying. Reflect on their words before offering your own. This reflection will not only improve the quality of your response, but also demonstrate respect and empathy towards the speaker. Second, embrace silence as a response. In our society, silence is often uncomfortably associated with awkwardness or ignorance. However, in the realm of Stoicism, silence is seen as a sign of wisdom. It's okay to say, "Let me think about that," instead of rushing to fill the void with immediate, often impulsive words. This pause, this moment of contemplation, can be incredibly powerful, giving you the space to form a more considered and appropriate response. Finally, remember that the goal of measured speech is not to limit your expression, but to enhance it. By speaking with intention, you're not only respecting your own inner peace, but also honoring those you communicate with. This deliberate approach can lead to a more harmonious life, filled with conversations that are genuinely meaningful and enriching. In embracing measured speech, you embody a key aspect of Stoic philosophy, the pursuit of a thoughtful, balanced life. This practice isn't just about improving how you speak, it's about transforming how you connect with the world. By adopting this principle, you're choosing a path of self-improvement and wisdom, fostering a life filled with more understanding, respect, and genuine connection. So take a moment, breathe, and let your words be few but full of purpose. In doing so, you'll find that not only your relationships improve, but also your sense of inner peace and clarity. Empathetic detachment. Understanding and applying empathetic detachment, a skill deeply rooted in Stoic philosophy, can be a transformative experience, particularly in our often chaotic and emotionally charged lives. The essence of this skill lies in the ability to connect with the feelings and experiences of others, while maintaining a balanced state of mind, ensuring that we are not consumed by the emotions and situations of those around us. In practice, empathetic detachment means actively listening and understanding the emotions of others without becoming emotionally entangled. Imagine a scenario where a friend is going through a tough time. By employing this skill, you would listen intently, offering your support and understanding, but without taking on their emotional burden as your own. This doesn't mean being indifferent or cold. Rather, it's about providing a stable, calming presence. You become a pillar of support, not by diving into the emotional whirlpool with them, but by standing firm beside it, offering a hand. Why is this important? In our interconnected lives, we are constantly exposed to the emotions of others through personal interaction, social media, and the news. Without a buffer, this constant exposure can lead to emotional exhaustion, anxiety, or even burnout. By practicing empathetic detachment, you safeguard your own emotional well-being, which in turn allows you to be more present and supportive for others. This balance is not just beneficial, but essential. How can you develop this skill? Start by observing your reactions in various situations. Notice when you start feeling overwhelmed by someone else's emotions. Use this awareness as a signal to take a step back and breathe. Remind yourself that while you care and empathize, you do not need to take on another's emotional state as your own. It's about finding that delicate balance between caring and self-preservation. Additionally, Stoicism teaches us about the impermanence of life and emotions. By remembering that situations and feelings are transient, you can better maintain your composure and offer a perspective that might help others navigate through their emotions more effectively. This doesn't mean dismissing feelings, but rather putting them into a broader context. Applying empathetic detachment can significantly improve your relationships. It allows you to be a better listener, a more thoughtful responder, and a steadier companion. People start to notice this calm energy around you, making you someone they trust and respect. This skill can turn you into a beacon of tranquility in a tumultuous world. Moreover, this approach can lead to personal growth. By maintaining your emotional boundaries, you'll find more space to reflect, grow, and focus on your own path. This isn't about isolating yourself, but about understanding that by taking care of your emotional health, you are in a better position to care for others. In essence, think of empathetic detachment as an act of kindness both to yourself and to others. It allows you to offer support without sacrificing your well-being, leading to healthier, more balanced relationships. It's a skill that might take time to develop, but with practice, you'll find that your capacity for empathy expands, your relationships deepen, and your own inner peace strengthens. Let this journey improve not just your life, but also the lives of those around you. In the end, it's about connecting with compassion while standing firm in your own emotional truth. Mindful presence. Imagine you're at a bustling social gathering or a serene park, surrounded by the gentle hum of nature or people. In these moments, your presence, how you exist and interact in that very instance, speaks volumes about who you are. This is where the concept of mindful presence, deeply rooted in Stoic philosophy, comes into play. Stoicism, an ancient Hellenistic philosophy, teaches the value of being fully present, both mentally and physically, in every moment of our lives. Why is this important, especially today? In our fast-paced, digitally saturated world, it's easy to become distracted, to live in the past or future, and miss the beauty and opportunities of the now. Stoics like Marcus Aurelius and Seneca remind us that the present is all we truly have. They encourage us to embrace the moment, to focus fully on what we're doing and whom we're with, and to discard unnecessary worries about the past or future. So how can you apply this ancient wisdom to improve your social interactions and overall quality of life? It starts with conscious effort. When conversing with someone, listen with intention. Focus on their words, their emotions, the nuances of their facial expressions and body language. By doing so, you show genuine interest and respect, fostering deeper connections. This attentive listening also provides you with insights and understanding that can enrich your own life and perspectives. Moreover, embracing mindful presence means being aware of your own emotions and reactions. Before responding in conversations or making decisions, take a moment to consider your words and actions. Are they reflective of the person you aspire to be? Stoicism teaches us to respond rather than react, to choose actions aligned with our values and the greater good. But it's not just about social interactions. Being present affects all aspects of your life, from the way you work to how you enjoy leisure time. By focusing on the task at hand, you can achieve greater efficiency and satisfaction. When enjoying nature, music, or art, fully immersing yourself in the experience can lead to profound moments of joy and inspiration. Now you might wonder, how can I become more present? Start small. Practice mindfulness exercises like deep breathing or focused attention on objects or activities. Set aside times when you disconnect from digital devices to connect more deeply with yourself and others. Reflect on your day and consider moments when you were fully engaged compared to times you were distracted or distant. Use these reflections to guide your future actions. Adopting a lifestyle of mindful presence can lead to significant improvements in your relationships, work, and personal well-being. It fosters a sense of peace, improves emotional intelligence, and enhances your ability to handle stress and adversity. By living in the moment, you open yourself up to the richness of life, to the joys and lessons each day brings. Remember, every moment is an opportunity to connect, to learn, and to grow. Embrace it with open arms and an open heart. This isn't just about changing how you interact with the world. It's about transforming your entire experience of life, making every day more meaningful and fulfilling. Disciplined self-control. Disciplined self-control is a fundamental aspect of Stoic philosophy and an essential skill for personal growth and interpersonal relationships. Imagine facing life's challenges with a sense of calm and determination, knowing you have the inner strength to handle whatever comes your way. This is the power of disciplined self-control. Stoicism teaches us that we cannot control external events, only our reactions to them. By focusing on our own responses, we cultivate a sense of inner peace and resilience. Think of a time when you reacted impulsively to a situation and later regretted it. Now picture how different the outcome might have been had you taken a moment to pause, breathe, and choose a more considered response. This is the essence of disciplined self-control. To start incorporating this into your daily life, begin with small, manageable challenges. For instance, if you find yourself getting irritated in traffic, instead of succumbing to anger, take this opportunity to practice patience. Breathe deeply, listen to calming music, or simply observe your surroundings without judgment. Over time, these small acts of self-control will build your confidence and help you remain calm in more challenging situations. Moreover, disciplined self-control can significantly improve your relationships. By responding rather than reacting, you show others respect and understanding, fostering deeper connections. Imagine the trust and respect you would earn by listening attentively and responding thoughtfully during a disagreement, rather than lashing out in anger or frustration. It's important to remember that self-control is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. However, don't be too hard on yourself if you slip up. Growth is a process, and every setback is an opportunity to learn and improve. When you find yourself faltering, reflect on what triggered your loss of control and how you can better handle similar situations in the future. Practicing disciplined self-control also has profound personal benefits. It can lead to greater self-esteem, more satisfying relationships, and a deeper sense of contentment. When you're in control of your actions and emotions, you're better able to pursue your goals and live in alignment with your values. Remember, adopting a Stoic approach to life doesn't mean suppressing your emotions or enduring hardship without complaint. Instead, it's about recognizing what is within your control and responding to life's challenges with courage, wisdom, and temperance. By practicing disciplined self-control, you're not just improving your own life. You're also becoming a steadier, more reliable presence for those around you. As you embark on this journey, be patient and kind to yourself. Celebrate your successes, learn from your mistakes, and remember that every moment is a new opportunity to practice disciplined self-control. Over time, you'll find that this powerful Stoic principle not only strengthens your character, but also enhances your relationships and leads to a more fulfilling life. Compassionate leadership. Understanding and embodying compassionate leadership, particularly through the lens of Stoic philosophy, can be a transformative experience not just for you, but for those around you as well. This ancient school of thought teaches us that true strength lies in our ability to remain rational, calm, and kind in the face of life's inevitable challenges. Imagine yourself as a lighthouse standing firm amid a storm. Your role as a compassionate leader is akin to this beacon of light, offering guidance and safety to others without losing your composure. This doesn't mean you won't face difficulties or feel emotions. Rather, it means you understand that the way you respond to these challenges can serve as a model for others. Firstly, start with self-awareness. Recognize your emotions, understand why they arise, and remember that your reactions are within your control. This doesn't imply suppressing your feelings, but rather acknowledging them and deciding not to let them dictate your actions. By managing your responses, you demonstrate to others that while we cannot always control what happens to us, we can control how we react. Secondly, practice empathy. Try to see situations from others' perspectives. Stoicism teaches us that everyone is fighting their own battles, often invisible to us. By attempting to understand the struggles of those around you, you foster a supportive environment where people feel seen and heard. This doesn't mean you have to solve everyone's problems, but showing that you care and are willing to listen can make a significant difference. Thirdly, lead by example. The Stoic principle of living according to virtue, meaning excellence in fulfilling your human nature, is central here. As a leader, your actions often speak louder than your words. If you live with integrity, courage, justice, and moderation, you naturally inspire those around you to strive for these ideals as well. Your consistent behavior sets a standard and creates a positive ethical culture. Moreover, cultivate resilience. Life will throw curveballs, and as a leader, you're often the first to face them. By adopting a Stoic mindset, you understand that adversity is a part of life and an opportunity for growth. Show those around you that setbacks can be faced with grace and can be used as stepping stones to greater achievements. Lastly, remember the importance of community. Stoicism emphasizes the interconnectedness of all people. As a compassionate leader, strive to build a sense of belonging and unity, celebrate collective successes, and encourage teamwork. By valuing each individual's contribution and fostering a spirit of collaboration, you not only enhance productivity but also contribute to a more harmonious society. Incorporating these principles into your life can have profound effects. You'll likely find that not only do your relationships improve, but you also become more content with yourself. You become someone who others look up to, not out of fear, but out of respect and admiration. This journey is not about perfection, but about progress. By striving to be a better leader and a better person, you make the world a little brighter for everyone around you. Remember, the goal of Stoic philosophy is not to diminish emotion, but to remove negative emotions, fostering a life led by wisdom and virtue. In doing so, you'll find that your ability to lead with compassion will not only guide others, but also lead you to a more fulfilling life.